as the intro said, there's also X-Men, there's also Spider-Man, there's also the Incredible Hulk. In the memoir here, you talk about how you came up with some of the characters that you have. Is there one in particular that was actually tough to come up with because you had an idea, but you had to name them or something like that?
They were all tough to come up with because my publisher never saw eye to eye with me. I'll tell you a story about Spider-Man. We had done the Fantastic Four and it sold well. And then I forget the next one. Maybe it was the Hulk. I don't remember, but we were sort of on a roll. So my publisher said, come on, come up with a new hero. So I was trying to think of something different. And I saw a fly crawling on the wall. And I thought, wow, it would be great if I could get a character who could stick to walls like an insect. So the next thing I needed was a name. So I thought Insect Man, that didn't have it. Fly Man, I don't know, Mosquito Man, and then I got to Spider-Man. It just sounded so dramatic. And I thought I would make him a teenager to make him different than all the other characters. And then I thought I would give him a lot of personal problems. That would make him even more different. So I went running into my publisher and I told him my idea. And he said, Stan, that is the worst idea I have ever heard. He said, first of all, people hate spiders, so you can't call a hero Spider-Man. He can't be a teenager. A teenager can only be a sidekick. And you want him to have personal problems? Stan, don't you know what a superhero is? He practically kicked me out of the office. But we had a magazine we were about to kill. It was called Amazing Fantasy. It wasn't selling that well. We were going to kill it. Now, when you kill a magazine, nobody cares what you put in the last issue because you're killing it anyway. So just to get it out of my system, I put Spider-Man on the cover of the last issue of Amazing Fantasy. When the sales figures came in, it was our best-selling book that month. So my publisher came running into my office. He said, Stan, do you remember that character Spider-Man that we both liked so much? Let's do it as a series. And that's how Spidey was born. Tell you another thing about that. When I wanted to do the X-Men, I wanted to call them the Mutants. And my genius publisher said, you can't call them the Mutants because nobody knows what a mutant is. So I had to get a name. And I figured, well, they're guys and girls with extra power. I'll call them the X-Men. And he went along with that. But as I walked out of his office, I was thinking, if nobody knows what a mutant is, how will anybody know what an X-Man is? But I had my name. I didn't want to argue.